So if we started 50 years ago with 1, then we went 2, then we went 4, then we went 8, then we went 16, 32, on and on and on and on and on. We're up to a point now where we're putting millions and millions of transistors in a very small space. That means that every 2 years, you can do a lot more than you could 2 years before, right? That's why cell phones, which didn't exist when your parents and your coordinators, that was technology that didn't exist because we didn't have the power to do it. Now it's commonplace. What does that mean for you? What does that mean for you all? That means that when you all, every 2 years, you're going to have the ability to do things that didn't exist 2 years before. That means that when you all are going through high school and into college, there's going to be technologies and there's going to be things available to you that don't exist right now. So, we're not necessarily going to be governed and held back by what we have, what we can build today. But we're going to be more driven by what we can imagine, what we can think of for all these great things that we can do for all this new technology. So the number one thing that's going to be important as we move forward is your ability to imagine and create, all right? To use all of these resources that you all have available, all right? It's a wonderful thing that right now we are being held back not by what we can build with, but more by what we can imagine that we can build. Take a second to think about that. We're not necessarily being held back by what we can build with, but we're being held back by what we can imagine that we can build. So all this energy and imagination and creativity that we have in this room right now will be directly used and attributable to the type of world that we come out with. Now, what kind of world do you want to create? It's up to you. You all have the power, you all have the imagination, you all have the drive, you all have the vision that's going to shape and create and develop the world as we come through the next couple of years. And what I see out here makes me feel very good because there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of drive, and there's a lot of really, really good ideas that are in this audience. And what I'm looking forward to is when you all graduate, get out into the world and able to make those things happen, all right? So, what did we learn today? That imagination is really important. You know, I'll say this one last thing. The reason I got into engineering, I was growing up, I was a kid, I loved comic books. I loved reading comic books, all right? I loved watching science fiction movies and things like that. And I will tell you that reading comic books and reading books and watching movies had opened up my mind. People used to say, Jeff, you're such a dreamer, right? You got these big ideas and you got these wild ideas. I will tell you that having that imagination and developing that young is the thing that I use more so than just about anything else. So what I'm telling you is hold on to your imagination and hold on to your dreams, right? Feel good about those things that you all want to do and that drive you, and that is going to be the thing that's going to shape you as you move forward. I'm really excited about what I see. I'm really excited about the energy you all bring, and you all should feel good also, all right? Give yourselves a hand. So I'm gonna stop for 1 second. I think are we ready? Waiting for the final. Okay.